evidence-based decisions. To learn the various statistical techniques used in econometrics, regression analysis tool holds a special place. It is through regression models that we can quantify relationships, identify trends, predict future outcomes with a reasonable degree of accuracy. However, the development and implementation of complex regression models would not have been possible without the advent of modern computing. The integration of statistical models with computer programming has opened new avenues for data analysis, making it easier to hold a large database and drive meaningful insights. Today, the use of statistical software and programming languages such as Python and SAS has significantly from the Department of Statistics nearly 3 decades ago, initially established as a small section to manage computer-related tasks with the university. It has now evolved into a full-fledged institution offering 7 degree programs, 3 undergraduate, 3 postgraduate, and 1 PhD program. The theme of conference, Data-Driven Social Science, is both timely and imperative. In the contemporary era, data is not just a number. It is the foundation upon which policy decisions are made. Whether we look at public policy, governance, business, education, and healthcare, the role of data cannot be overstated. Moreover, in the age of artificial intelligence and machine learning, data has taken central position in shaping the future of humanity. I am confident that the discussions, presentations, and research findings shared during this conference will contribute immensely to our understanding of data-driven social change. The insights gained here will not only reach our academic pursuits, but also have a lasting impact on real-world applications. I encourage all participants to actively engage, collaborate, and make the most of this opportunity to learn from one another. Once again, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the organizers for their exceptional efforts in bringing together such a distinguished gathering of scholars, researchers, and professionals. Let's all work together towards a future where data-driven approaches pave the way for more equitable, efficient, and progressive society. With these words, I wish you all a fruitful and intellectually stimulating conference. Once again, thank you. Khuda Hafiz.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your expert ideas. It is an absolute honor to introduce our esteemed keynote speakers. These distinguished personalities have significantly contributed to their respective fields, and we are privileged to have them here to share their knowledge and insights. Please welcome our first keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Saqib Ali from Islamabad, with extensive research and expertise in his domain.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Uh, the topic of my today's presentation, I will going to introduce one application, Kissan 360. So basically this application available on iOS and Android, basically designed to facilitate the farmers so that they can get the insight of their crops remotely. इस ऐप के ज़रिए से फार्मर जो है वो अपनी क्रॉप को जो है वो मॉनिटर कर सकता है, उसको वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट के बारे में आइडिया हो सकता है, और तीसरी चीज़ ये नाइट्रोजन कंटेंट के बारे में उसको अपनी जो उसने फील्ड लगाया हुआ है उसके बारे में उसको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल सकती। तो ये तीन इसके मेन फीचर्स हैं। चौथा फीचर ये है कि इसमें वेदर फोरकास्ट है 7 डेज़ का, कि फार्मर को अपनी रिस्पेक्टिव लोकेशन का वेदर फोरकास्ट मिलता है 7 दिन के लिए। इसके अलावा हमारे कुछ अपने वेदर स्टेशंस हैं जिनका लाइव डाटा भी इस एप्लीकेशन के अंदर नजर आता है। इसके अलावा इसमें लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल्स को भी इंटीग्रेट किया हुआ है, जैसे चैट जीपीटी है और दूसरे मॉडल्स के बारे में हम सुनते हैं। तो उन मॉडल्स को भी अभी वो टेस्टिंग के अंदर है, लेकिन ये फीचर आपको इस एप्लीकेशन में मिलेगा कि फार्मर जो है वो अपनी अगर कोई उसकी डिजीज़ आता है उसकी फील्ड के ऊपर, वो जस्ट उसकी पिक्चर जो है वो अपलोड करेगा इस ऐप के ज़रिए से, तो उसको कंप्लीट डिस्क्रिप्शन जो है वो उस डिजीज़ के बारे के अंदर जो है वो मिल जाएगी। इसके अलावा उसने क्या ट्रीटमेंट करना है उसके बारे में भी रिकमेंडेशन है। तो ये चीज़ें हमने, ये जो लास्ट फीचर है इसके बैकएंड पे जो चीज़ यूज़ हो रही है वो लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल जस्ट लाइक चैट जीपीटी। हम बेसिकली 2 मॉडल्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, एक हम डीप सीक यूज़ कर रहे हैं और एक लामा यूज़ कर रहे हैं। अभी एट द मोमेंट उनकी फाइन ट्यूनिंग हो रही है, मींस ये मॉडल तो एक जनरल नॉलेज के ऊपर ट्रेन हुए हैं, लेकिन जो हमारे फार्मर्स के अपने बेसिक क्वेश्चंस हैं, जो हमारी अपनी इन्वायरमेंट की टर्मिनोलॉजीज़ हैं फार्मिंग के अंदर ख़ास तौर से, तो वो नॉलेज इन मॉडल्स के अंदर अवेलेबल नहीं है। लेकिन ये मॉडल्स हमें ये फैसिलिटी देते हैं कि हम इन मॉडल्स को यूज़ करते हुए अपने नॉलेज के अपने ये मॉडल्स हैं हमारे पास और ये हमारा लोकल नॉलेज है। इन मॉडल्स को इस लोकल नॉलेज के ऊपर जो है वो हम फाइन ट्यून कर सकते हैं ताकि वो हमारी लोकल इन्वायरमेंट और लोकल नीड्स के मुताबिक जो है वो आंसर दे सके। तो ये काम अभी टेस्टिंग के अंदर है, लेकिन ये फीचर आपको मिलेगा। अभी हमने एट द मोमेंट हम जो है इन मॉडल्स को जो है वो वीट की प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर जो है वो ट्रेन कर रहे हैं, कि जो हमारे पंजाब में, सिंध में जो पर्टिकुलर वीट की टेक्नोलॉजीज़, पर्टिकुलर जो वीट के डिजीज़ हैं, उनके ऊपर इस मॉडल को जो है वो ट्रेन किया जा रहा है ताकि ये बेहतर तरीके से फार्मर्स को जो है वो रहनुमाई जो है वो दे सकें। प्लस क्योंकि हमें पता है कि मॉडल्स जो है इनका नॉलेज जो है वो लिमिटेड होता है, मींस इनका नॉलेज उस वक्त तक का लिमिटेड है जिस टाइम तक के नॉलेज के ऊपर ये ट्रेन किए गए हैं, जिस डेट तक के नॉलेज के ऊपर जो है वो ट्रेन किए गए। तो यहाँ पे आप ऐप में देखेंगे आपको वेब सर्च का भी हमने अनेबल किया है कि फार्मर जो है वो वेब सर्च को भी आप अनेबल कर सकते हैं कि वो इन्फॉर्मेशन जो लोग, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं पूछूं कि आज का वेदर क्या है तो मॉडल नहीं बता सकता, लेकिन अगर हम उसमें ये फीचर इंटरनेट का टूल चेन ऐड कर दें तो उससे क्या होगा कि वो ये क्वेश्चन जो है वो नेट के ऊपर सर्च करेगा जाकर और वहाँ से इस इंफॉर्मेशन को जो एक्सट्रैक्ट कर कर जो है वो आपको दे देगा। इसी तरीके से कि नेक्स्ट 7 डेज़ के अंदर जो है वो रेन होनी है या नहीं होनी, ये मॉडल्स चैट जीपीटी नहीं बता सकता, लेकिन अगर हम चैट जीपीटी प्लस वेब सर्च को दोनों को आपस में इंटीग्रेट हैं, वो भी उन क्वेश्चंस का भी ये आंसर विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंटरनेट जो है वो प्रोवाइड कर सकता है। तो ये फीचर जो है ये आपको यहाँ पे मिलेगा। जो मॉडल हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो तकरीबन 11 बिलियन पैरामीटर्स का लामा 3 है और आई थिंक 3 बिलियन पैरामीटर्स का जो है वो डीप सीक है। डीप सीक सिर्फ टेक्स्ट टू टेक्स्ट है, जो करंट मॉडल जो फ्री इनका ओपन सोर्स अवेलेबल है, टेक्स्ट टू टेक्स्ट, यानी आप सिर्फ टेक्स्ट में क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं, टेक्स्ट में जवाब ले सकते हैं। लेकिन जो किसान 360 बेस्ड ऑन लामा है, इसमें आप इमेजेस भी अपलोड कर सकते हैं। आप इमेज अपलोड करेंगे तो वो आपको टेक्स्ट में उसका आंसर देगा, टेक्स्ट में उसका, तो बेसिकली दे आर मल्टी मॉडल है। तो ये आपको थोड़ा सा मैं पहले एक वीडियो दिखा देता हूँ कि इस एप्लीकेशन की जो बेसिक फीचर्स हैं, सबसे मेन फीचर्स क्रॉप मॉनिटरिंग है। तो इसमें जो हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो यूरोपीय यूनियन का सैटेलाइट सिस्टम है सेंटिनल। सेंटिनल का एक सैटेलाइट है सेंटिनल-2। तो सेंटिनल-2 का जो डाटा सेट है वो हमारे पास तकरीबन 2017 से अवेलेबल है। ये जो सैटेलाइट है एवरी 5 डेज जो है हमारे कंट्री के ऊपर से पास करता है। तो यूँ कह लें कि 2017 से लेकर 2025 तक टंडोजाम के अंदर जितने भी यहाँ पे लैंड है और कवर लैंड है, एग्रीकल्चर लैंड है, इसके इमेजेस आरजीबी यानी आरजीबी इमेजेस भी प्लस मल्टी स्पेक्ट्रल इमेजेस भी, यानी वो बैंड्स जो हम नेकेड आई से नहीं देख सकते, उन सब का डाटा सेट फ्रीली अवेलेबल है। और गूगल अर्थ इंजन के ज़रिए से आप इन सारे के सारे डाटा सेट्स को जो है अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट के अंदर, अर्बन प्लानिंग के अंदर, एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर, लैंड चेंज को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, वाटर बॉडीज़ को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, फ्लड्स को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, इन सारे के सारे डाटा सेट्स को जो है वो फ्रीली यूज़ कर सकते हैं। प्लस आपको कंप्यूट चाहिए, क्योंकि बेसिकली एक एक जो इमेज है वो तकरीबन 1.5 से 2 GB का इमेज होता है। उसको प्रोसेस करने के लिए भी हमारे पास फ्री सोर्स अवेलेबल है कोलैब की फॉर्म के अंदर। आप जस्ट डाटा को गूगल अर्थ इंजन से लें, डाउनलोड करने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है। गूगल अर्थ इंजन से डाटा लें, कोलैब के अंदर प्रोसेस करें और अपनी डिफरेंट जो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और डीप लर्निंग की पाइपलाइंस हैं वो आप वहाँ के ऊपर जो बहुत इजीली एक रीजनेबल अमाउंट तक जो है वो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। इट्स फ्री रिसोर्स अवेलेबल है। बहुत ज़्यादा कोई एक्सटेंसिव एप्लीकेशन है तो हमें डाटा डाउनलोड करना पड़ता है, अदरवाइज हम सारी की सारी प्रोसेसिंग फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जो है वो क्लाउड के अंदर ही गूगल अर्थ इंजन प्लस कोलैब को यूज़ करते हुए जो है वो प्रोसेसिंग कर सकते हैं। ये जो एप्लीकेशन है बैक एंड पे इस पर गूगल अर्थ इंजन यूज़ हो रहा है, गूगल क्लाउड यूज़ हो रहा है। हमारी एप्लीकेशन की जो फ्रंट एंड है ये AWS के ऊपर है, और जो यहाँ पे लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल यूज़ हो रहा है वो हमारी अपनी एक लोकल मशीन है जिस पे 4090 RTX 24 GB का जो है वो हमने एक GPU जो है ना इंस्टॉल किया हुआ है, ताकि जो है वो इमेज प्रोसेसिंग भी थोड़ा सा रीजनेबल अमाउंट में। हाँ जी सर, तो सर काइंडली ज़रा रन कर दीजिएगा। इसमें एक अच्छा फीचर ये है कि फार्मर जो उर्दू लैंग्वेज के अंदर भी सुन सकता है रिपोर्ट को, NLP यूज़ हुई हुई है। सो ये ट्यूटोरियल इसका ना एप्लीकेशन के अंदर भी मौजूद है, यूट्यूब के अंदर भी मौजूद है, तो आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है काइंडली इसको ट्राई करें, टेस्ट करके देखें। और जो इसके अंदर एक चैट बोट है जो कि एलएलएम के ऊपर बेस करता है, उसको भी ट्राई करके देखें और हमें इसका फीडबैक दें। अगर किसी का क्वेश्चन हो तो आफ्टर दिस टॉक यू कैन डिस्कस विद मी। थैंक यू। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, sir. Professor Dr. Saqib Ali, he is from Agriculture University, Faisalabad. He has a good experience in agri-tech and he has showed the aid for Kissan 360. Now it's time to go ahead and call our second keynote speaker. He is from Malaysia. Please put your hands together to welcome Professor Dr. Noor Zuma from University, Malaysia. सिर्फ 2 मिनट, क्योंकि सर भी कुछ लैपटॉप में लेके आए हैं, आपको दिखाना चाहते हैं, तो टेक्निकल टीम हमारी लगी हुई है। 2 मिनट सिर्फ। थैंक यू। The research topic for this keynote is about the data, and you will be surprised when he will show the data that how many signals are going in a second near to you. So we have to wait for 1 minute only.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum to everyone. First of all, I'm very thankful to the conference committee, university management, for inviting and providing us this opportunity. We believe that this type of the events, they are very important, very crucial, and there is a very strong takeaway message from that, which actually provide the pointers for the future, for our future direction of our research, that where we are going to or where the world is leading and we have to go. So today our topic is related to the cybersecurity, and especially in the era of the artificial intelligence. So we all are aware that the generative AI and artificial intelligence is becoming a challenge and opportunity. Why we say the challenge and opportunity? Because challenges don't come alone, they always come with opportunities. So in this era where we are dreaming to go ahead to see ourselves in next 5 years in the world of the metaverse, in the world of the healthcare 5.0, in the world of the Industry Revolution 5.0. So we are looking forward from the future to get maximum. At this stage, the cyber security is becoming a challenge for us, and that will be a huge challenge in upcoming couple of years, say for example from 3 to 5 years. So today we will be learning about that, and we'll be knowing about that how much opportunities are waiting for us in case if suppose we are going to decide right at the right moment. So my name is Nur Saman and I'm representing to Taylor's University in Malaysia. That is one of the top universities in the world at the number of the 236 in the world ranking. I'm the program director for the research degree programs as well. So here are actually my contact details. So in case if suppose we are very much open for the research collaboration, anyone who is willing for the research collaboration, so you are more than welcome. And then here, these are a few of the books related to the AI cybersecurity, which are edited and authored by myself. A few sample out of them, the total number is more than 70 books which are available at Amazon and everywhere. So, like what I mentioned, that today we are going to discuss about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is becoming a very challenging part for us. Most of us, we are not aware, and we don't know that where in which world we are living and at what means level of the threats we are facing. Because the landscape is increasing very fast. So now we are very much concerned about the data. So we know that we are using our smartphones. Everybody is using a smartphone, which is actually not a smartphone, but it is actually the source for our financial applications, for our personal applications, for our official applications. We can say that everything, for everything. But how much secure we are, how much secure our own networks, how much secure our organizations, how much secure our public sector, or the public data, which is very critical. So to understand that, first of all, because we are just trying to talk about the cybersecurity and AI, or generative AI, before that we just go through with a very small clip of a video to give you the understanding, okay, that what is the intensity of the problem where we are trying to focus. So here we go. Please switch on the video. Yeah. So please just see, this is a very short clip for the 3 minutes. This is actually for our eye-opening.
You don't know these people, but they've spent the last 10 months getting to know everything about you, your colleagues, and your company. They've been quietly scanning and mapping your networks, collecting credentials, and identifying the critical data they want to exploit, all without being noticed. Until today.
Dalawa.
Hey, you about ready to get out of here?
No, another exciting night of event triage and analysis.
Sounds thrilling. Try not to have too much fun.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good weekend.
You too. Hey, Meg. Before you go, did you see this email from the cyber threat intel provider?
Wait, what?
Wait, let me check some SIM logs.
Is this accurate?
Who disabled the log feed from the server? All the IDSs are down too.
Yeah, you need to get Reynolds on the phone. Now!
I promise, I'm leaving now. I'm sorry, I got tied up. I know the reservations are at 8. Don't worry, I'll be there. Honey, I'm gonna have to call you back. What's wrong?
Bruce, this looks like a major compromise. The cyber threat intel provider found a sample of our data for sale on the dark web. As I was going to confirm the sample, I found that the IDSs and the logs are down.
Yeah, it gets worse. Our public-facing websites are going offline. Employee data, client data, email servers, account numbers. It's all up for sale to the highest bidder if we don't pay now. What do you want us to do? Bruce, what do you want us to do?
Honey, I'm gonna have to call you back. Go to severity level 1.
Yeah, so this is actually for our eye-opening to understand that where we are living in this world, what intensity of the problems related to the cybersecurity are. While we're not aware, while we are not knowing, we are in peace of mind that we are safe and secure. But we don't know that how many out of us we are already, our devices are affected. As you saw from this example, that these people, we name them as the red team. Okay, we don't call to the hackers, but we just summarize them as the red team. So the red team people, they are working, they are doing a lot, working for more than months, doing recce for you, for your systems, and at the time when they wish to activate, so they can activate. So you saw here, that was one of the organization, and how they were able to hack the data. Their servers were down, their emails were down, their cloud were down, and their log files were down as well. The log files were down, it means that it is very crucial and critical that we will not be able to find out about the footprints, that how and from where the attacks had been happened. So this is the crucial part of the world. So when we talk about the cyber threats are directly proportional with few things. Number one is about the landscape. The landscape of the applications, we are now depending on technology everywhere. We start from our smartphone, then we go to our gadgets, then we go to our offices and clouds and everywhere. So the landscape is increasing. That is actually a challenging part to protect them. There are a lot of the point of exploitations are there. The second thing is about the throughput. The throughput is becoming another challenge. So probably you guys are aware about that how much is the throughput. If I ask to you guys how much we are using the internet nowadays, so we are quite happy that we are using 1 GB per second, or 10 GB per second, or we are using 5G of the internet, which is theoretically, it goes for the 13 GB per second, but in actual we can enjoy up to the 1 GB and 2 GB. So you just imagine, okay, after a couple of upcoming years, in 2 to 3 years, the speed for the internet, the throughput will be 273 terabyte per second. I will show you the research, okay, later on. So if the speed is 273 terabyte per second, what do you feel about your smartphones? How much is the space for your smartphones? You have 64 GB, 1 TB, 512 GB. So this is not a GB, it is a terabyte. So if your machine, if your smart devices are compromised, how long it will take to swipe the data? It will only require nanoseconds. So what it means, it's a great message for us. What is the great message? That now what the methods we are using, the current methods we are using for protection are providing the protection to our systems, they will not gonna work. These IDS and IPS and whatever the systems what we are using currently, they will not gonna work with that higher throughput. The early example with us, if we see for the 10 years before, the AV, means the antivirus was very critical component for us, but now no more. So the things are changing very rapidly. The technology is moving very fast, okay? So we need to see, this is another side of the challenge which is waiting for us. So like what I mentioned, the challenges are not coming alone. Challenges are only the one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is always opportunity. So opportunity, it means that it is knocking to our door right now. We need to know either we are ready for that or not. We need to know this is not for we, it means for our society. Why for our society? Because you guys who are sitting here, your professors who are in the universities, okay, and the researchers, you are the one who is driving the world. We are the drivers for the world, for the economy, okay? So we need to think about that either we are ready for that challenge or not. If we are ready, as much as we are ready, we can have the big piece of the cake from it, okay? Just please go to the presentation again. So now this is another challenge. The third challenge is with the generative AI. The generative AI, you guys already know that now we are using the synthetic data and we can create anything. So at this moment, the data become our lifeline, our bloodline. Now it's not the old time when the wealth being considered as a gold or the crude oil. but now the wealth, the real wealth is the data. The one who is able to protect the data and able to play with the data, that one is the leader or the ruler of the world. So how much we are ready for that? So we need to be ready for that, and we need to see that how we can be able to take our part. So like what I mentioned, that the world is changing its faces, its landscape. All the conventional methods will not exist in upcoming 10 years. Even our teaching methods, okay? Even our current system of the jobs, they will not be there. We are witness that after the COVID, now even the hiring mechanism in all over the world is changed. The people in companies are hiring now as in hybrid people, on-premises people, the full-time people, or the part-time people. So we can see that the world is changing its direction as per the technology is taking us towards there. So we need to see that either we are ready for that or not. So we already noticed that we are increasing the landscape. The more applications, the more areas we are depending on the technology, the more point of exploitations are there. So this is how it is very critical, and again, this is the time that we need to think about. So from here, we can understand that how the landscape of the data is increasing. Now see, from the personal category, a lot of the data which is actually open, it is the challenge to protect from the cybersecurity threats. So the previously 10 years before, that personal data size was almost none. In the same way, the other sectors, the public sector and the corporate sector, is also at the same level. Now another challenge, which is from the quantum computing. So guys, you can see from here, if we ask to you that if you are providing the password for your machine, for your system, so normally we are thinking that if it is the password is for the 8 character, then it's more than enough. Actually, it's a 16 character, it's a more than good. But if we see from here, from this perspective, so if it is the 8 character of the password, okay, or even we go for the 16 character of the password, so it will require 119 years by the brute force to break your password. How much years? 119 years to break your password with the brute force, if you are using your 16 character password. But now another challenge is waiting for us with the quantum computing. That password, we can break it in few seconds. So what do you think? Where we are living? So this is what we are facing, a lot of challenges, okay? Facing challenges from quantum computing, facing challenges from the AI, generative AI, and facing challenges that the bandwidth is going to the next level, internet tree. So these things, like what I mentioned, the challenges are there, but the opportunities are there as well. So we need to be ready for that. So anyhow, here we can see that how the generative AI is contributing or taking its higher share. Even if we compare with the previous one, the items which were the more popular in the society, including the tablets and the smartphone. So they are increasing very faster. So like our friends, they were presenting. So we know about the ChatGPT. That was only in November 2022. And we see that how much accuracy level for the large learning model is increasing nowadays. And it's less than 5 years, but another competitor is there, which is from the China, which is just released now, okay, the DeepSeek. So we know that how these things are improving. But we just see, if suppose you are aware about that, about the behavioral model. So the behavioral model, the people are working on that, the researchers are working on that, to convert the robots which can behave like a human with the sentiments as well. So this is actually showing the growth that where the world is moving. And again, the question remains there that either we are there or not. So this is not that we are just saying that this is the cybersecurity is taking this much part. But what the facts are saying, we can see from here that in the worldwide, how much is the share for the cybersecurity. So cybersecurity budget is more than the budget of the GDP of so many countries. We can see from here that this is the annual GDP for the USA and China, which is the 27 trillion. But you can see that how much is the growth rate with the cybercrime. So the cybercrime, they are taking a lot, the red team people, okay? So this era, because any tools, any technologies, any advancement, that's not coming for us. For us, we can say that we are in the B team, our blue team. So it's not coming for the blue team only, but it is available at the same time to the red team as well. So it's a quite challenging, okay? So we need to see that how we would be able to address these issues. Means rising very high, okay? So this is with the volume in terms of velocity, in terms of variety. So it's increasing everywhere. So if we are calm and quiet, so maybe we are unnoticed, but it doesn't mean that we are safe. It doesn't mean that our machines are safe and everything. So we can see that the growing cyber security landscape is bringing a lot of the challenges for us. Now, if we just see from this picture is for the President Trump, just few days before the election. So many people, they came out in the streets and there were so many issues what happened. So what do you think about this? So this was the another challenge what we mentioned from the generative AI. This was used by the deep fake technology, okay? So it was done by the deep fake. So deep fake is another challenge. Deep fake is another challenge for our society as well. I'm sure that you guys are using to create the pictures and audios and videos using the generative AI. At this moment, means the accuracy is not at that required level, but it's going very fast because it's training their models very faster. So you just think for a moment, after a couple of years, if someone is creating a video against you and presenting it in the court of the law, or it's presenting in your family, how you will not be able to defend yourself? I will just show you the one thing, okay? See this one? So now this is the real case, okay? Cases what are happening in Malaysia, and it is filmed by one of the cellular company as an advertisement. So you can see from here, with this, so the daughter is going for a study tour to some other country or some other place, and now she's calling to their parents that I lost everything, I don't have anything, only have the passport, so please, I need money, okay? So father and mother, even father and mother, they can identify their children very easily, but even it's hard for them to identify. They are about to send the money, and then you can see, just please run this one.
Citing AI-driven fraud attempts driven by the surge in deepfakes. The number and quality of deepfakes is increasing.
Agua, how is your flight? Are you coming home?
Mom, I lost my wallets and bank cards. I made a police report, so I missed my flight.
为什么会这样? Are you okay?
Girl, is your passport with you?
Yes, I still got my passport, but I can't come back home because I don't have money. Pa, can you transfer me some money?
Don't worry, 爸爸转给你。
But how to transfer you the money?
Don't worry, Ma. I'm with my classmate. You can just transfer to her account.
OK， 爸爸转500给你。
Pa, 500 哪里够? Give me 5,000. I'll pay back you later.
转啊转啊。
Fine, just send me the account number.
Thanks, Pa. You're the best. 爱你，森森。
快点转给他，哎。
爸妈，I'm home. 爸，钱转了没 I wanna go home. Is that my voice?
On a Magic 7 Pro, Malaysia is facing escalating AI-driven fraud attempts.
So you can see, guys, you can see from here, this is actually means really happening. So from this video is actually an eye-opening for us, how synthetic data can be a challenge for us and how we would be able to means control this. And as we said that at this stage, it is not means much mature. The models are being trained, okay? So we just think about 2 years or 3 years or 5 years where we'll be standing, okay? I will just take 2 minutes more. Okay, so because we need to respect the time, so we can just go quickly. We are skipping for the few slides. I just take you to the crucial part. So we can see that these are the challenges. Nowadays, what the spam emails are coming, our existing systems, they are not able to handle that. And beside of that, we are facing currently a very serious threat, which is the attacks which are generated by the AI. Okay, so we can see the black mamba is the one of them, which our existing systems, they are not able to handle it at any cost. So now this is a time we really require, not the smart solutions. The time is over for the smart solution. But this is a time, we are looking for the innovative solutions where we can be able to, repel them back. Because when the data will be in terabytes, we will not be able to, protect ourselves. So now how we can do? We can go with the AI, with the help of the AI, and we can define that how we can be able to. Okay? So in other words, if we just conclude our talk today, so we can say that this is the era, sorry, this is the era where AI versus AI. So we can find the solutions with the help of AI as well. We are facing the challenges from the AI, but we will find the solution from that. So the red team and the blue team, they are from the AI again. So these are the black mamba attacks, what I mentioned. I'm so sorry for the time shortage. So these attacks we are not able to protect from ourselves, our side. So maybe we stop here and I can just take 20 seconds to show you one more thing. These are the live attacks. This is the data which is for the 24 hours. Okay, so you can see that how many attacks are happening in what number of the digits. So you can see this is how many attacks, what type of the attacks are there, and you can find out the day and time and what countries they are getting infected and what types of the attacks are there. So, so this is another. So we can see that what and how many attacks are. It's real-time data. It's what's happening all over the globe right now when we are talking now. Okay, so we can see this can be enough for us to open the eyes that how these things are crucial for us. Okay, so you guys can just find out the details from the Google, and easily you can see that how many and what are the issues and problems are there. So thank you very much. Sorry for having a less time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Noorzama Janji. When I was watching the data, I was surprised to see, and I assured myself that I have to change my password at least, because you see on real time that more than million attacks are going on real time. So it is so dangerous, cybersecurity. Now it's time to go ahead, and I would like to call my teacher, my mentor, Professor Dr. Yasir Arfat Mulkani. Please put your hands together.
So consider or imagine one of the scenario of a futuristic smart city where self-driving cars and smart autonomous trains navigating accurately on their routes, where hospitals monitor patients in real time to save lives, where power grid meets the energy requirements of the city, where on the farms you can see AI-based smart drones fly over vast fields, and they are ensuring that crops receive the proper amount of water and nutrients. So everything is connected, everything is smart, automated, efficient, and all the residents of the city are getting services seamlessly to achieve their everyday life goals. Then what happens? Then one day, when you wake up in the morning, you see everything goes to dark. The dark like this. City goes to dark, traffic lights malfunctioning, causing massive accidents, where hospitals lose access to patients' data, causing loss of lives. Smart agriculture and irrigation system, flood fields destroying crops. Supply chains collapse, creating food shortages. Across the city, there is a chaos. So why this all happened? What happened overnight? So basically, in previous talk, as Nurzaman told you, that there are lots of cyber security threats. The main issue is of computing. So we are not far away from quantum computing. So what happened? A powerful quantum computer cracked the encryption, safeguarding the IoT ecosystem of the city. So this is the talk that I will talk about. So in this talk, I will talk about vulnerabilities of IoT in the quantum era, the security threats that we must address, and the most importantly, we'll talk about some of the solutions that may ensure security of IoT ecosystems. So these are the contents of remaining talk, so I'm just skipping this slide to save the time. So we are just directly jumping to the introduction of the IoT. If you are not aware of the Internet of Things, so here is the introduction. In 1999, Kevin Ashton first introduced the concept or notion of Internet of Things. According to him, the Internet of Things is about empowering computers so they can see, hear, and smell the world for themselves. The Kevin envisioned a world where devices, machines, and people could interact with each other anytime, anywhere, seamlessly to achieve their goals. And today, in modern world, you'll see many examples of IoT, and even here in our society, we have also many of the examples available. So today we can say Kevin's vision is a reality. IoT has transformed the world, connecting billions of devices and enabling applications in many diverse fields, as I have shown here. So IoT is everywhere. So IoT is in smart cities, in energy management, in wearable computing, in home appliances, even in agriculture, smart cars, smart manufacturing, and transportation. To further understand it, I am giving you a couple of examples from healthcare and smart homes. So if we are considering healthcare scenario, so we have remote patient monitoring scenario where a nanochip might be injected to every registered patient to monitor him and in order to provide him assistance in case of emergency. So this is one of the scenarios. We have many other scenarios. So let's talk about one of the smart home scenario. This scenario is not common in our society here in Pakistan, but in modern countries abroad, there are many companies who are offering the services of making your home smart. Like they will provide you services to install smart devices in your home, which are connected with a centralized home controller to provide you your personalized services based on your preferences. So I'm not going into the detail of this scenario to save the time. Otherwise, we can have many analogies to describe this. So at one hand, IoT is providing us services to ease our life. At the other hand, it is facing several challenges and issues. So this slide is for those who are interested in IoT research, MPhil and PhD students. So all of these are the issues of IoT, like data management and storage, power and energy efficiency, network reliability and latency, scalability, legal and ethical concerns, interoperability and standardization, and mainly security and privacy. So if I have to talk about these issues, I need for each of these issues at least 30 minutes. So our main focus is security, so I will not talk about these, and I directly jump towards the IoT security. current landscape of IoT security. So as before my talk, Nuruzzaman has already explained to you the various threats, various issues of cybersecurity. So same kind of issues are also in IoT. IoT has many vulnerabilities like weak encryption, lack of standardization, because in Internet of Things there are billions of devices and each have different protocol standards. And device heterogeneity is also a major issue because in IoT there are different devices and each one of have different hardware types, and these are creating vulnerabilities for security, and these vulnerabilities are causing threats in terms of data breaches, distributed denial of service attacks, and unauthorized access to the data. So what are the consequences due to these vulnerability and threats? Consequences are even more severe, which causes privacy violations, financial losses, life threats, and infrastructure disruption, as I explained in the scenario at the beginning. Overall, the smart cities infrastructure could be hacked. So what happens when quantum computers enters the picture? As in previous slide, as in previous talk, we saw that there is main issue of computing. If hackers have more powerful computers, they can successfully launch their attacks within matter of nanoseconds, within seconds. So when quantum computers enter into the picture, the total scenario will be changed. So briefly I will explain what is quantum computing, if many of the students may be not aware of that. So what is quantum computing? It is a revolutionary type of computing based on quantum mechanics, which is the field of physics. So classical computers, the ordinary computers that we use today, they are using actually bits, zeros and ones. In quantum computers, we use qubits. Qubit has a special quality. It means qubit could be a 0, 1, or both at the same time. It is the quantum mechanics, and they follow the principles of quantum mechanics. So that property, which we are saying that a qubit could be 0, 1, or both, it makes many possibilities for quantum computer to perform any operation simultaneously. So the key principles of quantum computing are superposition, entanglement, and quantum interference. These are very hard concepts. To explain these concepts, we need a lot of analogies and explanation, but I will try just to give you just some concept of these with the help of some analogies. So as we discuss a superposition, what is it? A qubit can be in a state of 0, 1, or both. So how to explain this? For example, you have a coin. It could be either head or tail. So there are only two possibilities in a classical way. But when we are talking about quantum coin, so quantum coin has the possibility of like head, tail, and head, tail both. So you can consider superposition when you are throwing your coin up in the air, and when it is flipping and spinning in the air, you will not be able to judge whether it is head or tail. So in that position, you could assume that this is the superposition of the coin. So this is called superposition when you are not able to identify the state of the quantum particle and measure it. What does measuring means? Like in this example, when coin comes back in your hand, you can see, and you see that it is head or tail. So it means now you have measured it. Once you measured it, once you have checked it, the superposition state has been collapsed, has been destroyed, you can say. So superposition principle allows quantum computers to explore more possibilities simultaneously. Another principle, key principle, is entanglement. In entanglement, the state of one qubit is instantly connected with the state of another, you can say qubit, and no matter how far apart they are. And this concept I will again try to explain with the help of an example. for example, you have magical gloves. So while you are using classical gloves, if you have a pair of gloves, so you can see one is the left hand glove, definitely you'll say that other one is the right hand glove. But in quantum mechanics, what happens if your gloves are within the box? I'm also giving you another example of socks. If you have two pairs of socks, and if those socks are within the box, and if you don't know whether it is left socks or right socks, whether it is left glove or right glove, you'll say that at the moment these particles are, these are entanglement states. Once you check the state of one sock or one glove, for example, if you pick the first one glove, if it is left, automatically other glove will become the right hand glove. So these are very magical properties, and even Albert Einstein did several experiments, and he called this action a spooky action at a distance, a mysterious action at distance. So these concepts needs lot of time. So I have tried my level best to explain these with the help of these analogies. Entanglement enables quantum computers to process complex information more efficiently. The third property, principle of quantum mechanics is the quantum interference. States of a quantum particle can interfere with each other, accepting correct solutions and cancelling out the incorrect ones. This could be again understood with the help of an example. I'm giving you the analogy of a maze. So I'm showing you here two mazes. First one, with the help of the first one, I will explain the classical computing, and the help of the B maze, I will try to give you example of what is quantum interference. So in classical way, if we have a maze, we have to follow one path at a time to reach at the solution. So if you will move from point A, so you can take only one path. That will take time. While in quantum mechanics, quantum particles can travel on multiple paths at once. They can travel on multiple paths, means they can work for multiple solutions simultaneously. So, and they are internally, mysteriously interacting, and they are cancelling the incorrect one solutions and continuing on the correct solutions to find the final solution. And this way, they are more efficient, they find a solution more quickly as compared to classical computers. So these are the key principles of quantum mechanics. So quantum computers. Okay, so again we have a very short time, so I have just given you the somehow experience of what are quantum computers. So quantum computers are just working on qubits, quantum gates, and quantum algorithms. So we are just skipping some of the slides and coming to the message that we want to give. So these are the slides which will explain how classical computing is different from quantum computing. This is the current state of quantum computing. Some of the persons or students assume that still quantum computing is just fiction. So it's not a fiction, it's reality, and several quantum computers have been developed, and this slide is explaining those ones. So different companies have developed different quantum computers which are in use today. So how quantum computing breaks IoT security? So quantum computers using quantum algorithms, because I skipped this slide in which I was assuming to tell you how quantum computers work. So quantum computers use quantum algorithms, which are very fast algorithms as compared to your classical algorithms. So Peter Shor in 1994 first introduced one of the quantum algorithm to break the traditional encryption like RSA and elliptic curve cryptography. These are the these two approaches are commonly used in classical cryptography. In most of our current systems are secured with the help of RSA algorithm. So he showed that his algorithm broke the RSA. For IoT, this means that data transmitted between devices could intercepted and decrypted. So imagine a scenario where hacker gains access to your smart home system or even overall city's critical infrastructure. So while fully functional quantum computers capable of breaking encryptions are still 10 years away, but time is going very fast, so it's not far away. So how do we defend against these attacks? So what is the current solutions, what we can do now? So we have two approaches. The first one is quantum cryptography and the second one is post-quantum cryptography. Quantum cryptography uses principles of quantum mechanics that I have just explained. So it is a pure quantum computing based cryptography. Other one is post-quantum cryptography. The post-quantum cryptography is basically using our current traditional cryptography and making it intelligent so that we will prepare for the future without using special hardware of quantum computing. So this is the detailed comparative analysis, but shortage of time, again we are skipping this. This is the example of quantum cryptography. So this protocol is available. We call it BB84 protocol. It is a quantum key distribution protocol. It is currently used in government, different sectors in government, especially in defense and in banking sectors. So we cannot explain the working of this protocol due to shortage of time. If anyone is interested, he may discuss with me during lunchtime. So after quantum cryptography, we have another example of post-quantum cryptography. So what I want to show you here is basically we are not just discussing theoretical things. We are not discussing hypothetical. We have the solutions. People are working on quantum computing and they are giving solutions in both ways. Like they are offering quantum cryptography, which is purely quantum based solution, and post-quantum cryptography based solutions, which are like we are making our classical algorithms intelligent. So moving towards the last message, summary and road ahead. So the key takeaway of this talk is quantum computing is both a threat and opportunity. Because at the one hand, it provides you threats to your IoT security. At the other end, it offers you quantum cryptography, a quantum computing based solution to secure it. So quantum cryptography and post-quantum cryptography are our tools to secure our IoT. And I have, as explained, quantum cryptography and post-quantum cryptography both have some limitations, like quantum cryptography is limited due to deployment because we do not have realized quantum computers 100%. While post-quantum cryptography, it is the early adoption in, it has early adoption in finance, and these are our classical algorithms which we try to make intelligent. So as a researcher, as a PhD student, as an MPhil student, here are the future directions. I prefer personally that we should work for hybrid approaches because we have quantum computing infrastructure available somehow, and we have classical algorithms. So it is better to combine both approaches to create new solutions to secure our world. So these are the resources. If someone thinks that we do not have any access while we are in Pakistan to quantum computing kind of things, so Rigetti Computing is offering you quantum computing like different platforms freely. IBM is providing you, Google is providing you, Microsoft Azure is there. So these are some of the public. So at the end, just I'm taking one more minute to close this talk. The quantum era is coming, so I have a question for all of you. Are we ready? So being in Pakistan doesn't mean that we have to just sleep. We have to wake up, we have to work together with international collaborators. So are we ready? We have to think about it. So let's work together to build a quantum safe world. The time to act is now before the quantum threat becomes reality and you'll face this. So before it becomes true, we have to work together. This is not our future. So one of the quote I'm sharing you, Peter Drucker once said, the best way to predict the future is to create the future. So are we happy with this future, or we should try for this future? So I think we should work together. Let's choose wisely, let's act boldly, and let's build a future where our generations will feel safe and secure. So these are my resources. You can access me anytime to talk about this field further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor Dr. Yasir Arfat Malkani Saab, he is professor in University of Sindh Jamshoro. He is my teacher, and thank you very much for
found in the data set. That's why it uses historical and just dig out what is basically the information which is available, which can be used. So DAI uses unstructured large amount of historical data. This is also an important aspect. When you think of, does not use unstructured data, which uses structured data. Okay, but this DAI uses unstructured data, documents like write-ups and so on and so forth. Okay, and so on. And the predictive AI models utilize historical data to predict future trends, identify patterns, and anticipate future outcomes, because this is all about the prediction. Okay, so what is being used? Historical data, statistical procedures, and AI algorithms, only that particular which are used for prediction purpose, come to be informed in the next stage. AI models predict future but recommend optimal solutions to decision makers. Tools used in the AI are historical data, again, statistics, AI algorithms focusing on optimization. So see, the classes from descriptive to the prescriptive, they are different, and they can be used all in order to make the informed decision. Informed decision meaning here is data-driven decision making, which is always good for the decision makers. Okay, so I really don't want to take too much time on it. This is a little bit brief about the descriptive, which I've already said. I move on to the next stage. Yeah, this is predictive AI. Yeah, PAI plays multiple roles in predictions and decision making. As connected together, three of them, and this is the middle stage. Okay, so what it can do is risk management, risk mitigation, optimization, resource allocation. Yeah. Experiences, yeah, customer experiences and improved product development. At least this PAI can help in decision making in all these four areas. How to mitigate the risk, yeah, how to meet the demand and supply requirement, okay, how to engage the customers and help them and keep their loyalty, and how to develop a product which is basically and its role in decision making. This is the highest end. Okay, you see prescription is in the row at the end. Okay, it is subfield of machine learning, of course. It makes decision on the basis of statistical data relationship. I have only one slide, yeah? And patterns, it does not only predict the best outcome, but by analyzing huge data patterns. Yeah, it suggests the best decision. It is different from all these two, the previous one. It suggests the best possible decision one can make. Okay, and this is what you can do with it. Optimize operations, enhance decision making, increase revenue, and improve customer satisfaction. Okay, and you can see this if you compare them, predictive and prescriptive, then you see that one is to predict, forecast, and one is to make the informed decision, recommend an action. Okay, in this figure you see you have data. In the beginning, data is being trained and deployed, and then you use the predictive algorithms and you use the prescriptive algorithms, which is optimizer, and one is going to forecast and one is going to give you the recommended decision, the best decision you can make. Last is how you see this all. If we see it as information, because data is behind the information, the first one category produce information, not more than that. The second one produce knowledge, and the third one produce wisdom. Thank you very much. Any questions, I'm ready to answer, here or after this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our today's conference, Mr. Ayaz Ahmed Okeli, With over 20 years of experience in information technology, Mr. O'Kelly is a distinguished leader and expert in the field of IT governance, project management, and digital transformations, currently serving as a member of industry development at the Sindh Government Information Science and Technology Development. Mr. O'Kelly has made remarkable contributions to the development of the industry and human resources in Sindh. His leadership extends to his previous roles as Chief Technology Officer at Apricot, Chief Digital Officer at House Building Finance Company, and Director of Technology at Telenor Microfinance Bank, among others. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ayaz Ahmed O'Kelly, a leader dedicated to enhancing the digital landscape. Mr. Ayaz Ahmed O'Kelly.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. दोस्तों, शागिर्दों, बहनों, distinguished guests from Iran, Dr. Saqib, wonderful. Quantum computing the galayo, quantum computing, emerging technology, DeepSeek जेकॾहिं 10 times compute के घट करे, cost के घट करे, पंहिंजा LLMs develop कया, त computing जो मसलो होते, जेका next war है वो semiconductor जी war है, computing जो मसलो है होते, the quantum computing is a way ahead, so you have to work on it. Imran Zamani Sahab from Iran, cybersecurity gal कई, ऐं असांजे दोस्त, असांजे महिरबान क़ुरान ऐं इंजीनियर्स जे ज़िम्मेदारियुनि जे बारे में, क़ुरान में इंजीनियर्स जी ज़िम्मेदारियुनि जे बारे में ॿुधायो, उमेदु आहे त उहे बि तव्हांखे ॻाल्हि सम्झ में आई हूंदी। माण्हू अचण हिन शुरू कोन थिया आहिनि, तव्हांजे सोशल मीडिया जे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स ऐं उन्हनि कमु कोन कयो आहे लॻे थो। जस्ट डू इट अगेन, गिव इट अ ट्राई, सी द पावर। जेकर तव्हां रियली उहो कमु कंदा त तव्हांखे अंदाज़ो थींदो त हीउ हॉल केतिरी देर में भरिजी थो वञे, अहिड़ी एक्टिविटीज़ थी चुकियूं आहिनि पहिरियों। असदुल्ला शाह साहब हिकु सुठे टॉपिक खे डिस्कस कयो, डेटा ड्रिवन डिसीजन मेकिंग ते। सो इहे सभु टॉपिक जेके तव्हां ॿुधा, तव्हांखे लीड्स मिली वियूं हूंदियूं, उन लीड्स खे ज़रूरु इस्तेमालु कजो। ऐं अॼुकल्ह त इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल आहे, तमामु घणी इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल आहे, सुठनि स्पीकर्स खां वधीक तव्हांखे तव्हांजे लैपटॉप ते, तव्हांजे मोबाइल ते इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल थी वेंदी। इहे लीड्स आहिनि, हिन लीड्स खे ज़रूरु जलियो उन्हनि खे। ओके, सिंध गवर्नमेंट डिजिटलाइजेशन में काफ़ी कम करे पई। हीअ हिते लिस्ट आहे, आउं सॼी लिस्ट कोन थो पढ़ां, तव्हां ॾिसी वठंदा, पर तव्हां जेकॾहिं sind.gov.pk जी वेबसाइट ते वेंदा, सिंध गवर्नमेंट जी जेका मेन वेबसाइट आहे sind.gov.pk, त तव्हांखे तमामु घणियूं डिपार्टमेंट्स ऐं उन जा करस्पॉन्डिंग लिंक्स मिलंदा, पर उन्हनि ते तव्हांखे तमामु घणियूं जेके हैपनिंग्स थियनि पियूं, कम थियनि पिया डिजिटलाइजेशन जे हवाले सां, उहे तव्हांखे नज़र ईंदा। ज़रूरत इन ॻाल्हि जी आहे, त तव्हां इन्हनि शयुनि खे ॾिसो, उन्हनि खे इस्तेमालु करियो, ऐं जेकॾहिं हिन में को मसइलो हुजे त पोइ उन्हनि खे ॿुधायो त जीअं उहो वरी मसइलो सही थिए। जेसिताईं तव्हांजो फीडबैक कोन मिलंदो, तेसिताईं शयूं इम्प्रूव कोन थींदियूं। सो तमामु घणा कम थियल आहिनि जेके इंडिविजुअल डिपार्टमेंट्स में थियल आहिनि, पर शायदि तव्हांखे नज़र कोन था अचनि। तव्हां सम्झो था त ॿियनि सूबनि में सभु कुझु थियल आहे, ईअं न आहे। असां वटि तमामु घणा कम थियल आहिनि, तव्हां वञो ऐं ॾिसो। टाइम हुजे हा त मूं हिकिड़ी शइ खे अलॻि खां एक्सप्लेन करे सघां तव्हांखे, पर टाइम न आहे। साइंस ऐं इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट, जंहिं डिपार्टमेंट तां बिलोंग करियां थो, ऐं एज़ ए मेंबर IT इंडस्ट्री डेवलपमेंट आहियां। प्रोजेक्ट पिया करियूं ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर कॉलेजेस। ही ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म कोर्सरा, खान अकेडमी, लिंक्डइन लर्निंग वग़ैरह अहिड़े क़िस्म जो हूंदो, बट यूट्यूब के ब्राउज़ करे सघनि था रील खां अलावा सिर्फ़ु ब्राउज़ करे सघनि था या न? सर्च करे यूट्यूब में पंहिंजे कम जी शइ ॻोल्हे उहा ॾिसणु, इहो करे सघिजे थो? तमामु घणा माण्हू कोन था करे सघनि, तव्हां त करे सघो था, पर तमामु घणा माण्हू कोन था करे सघनि। सोशल मीडिया खे सुठे तरीक़े सां इस्तेमालु करे सघनि था, तमामु घणा माण्हू कोन था करे सघनि, ख़बर ई न आहे उन्हनि खे मोबाइल फ़ोन आहे पर कोन था करे सघनि। ऐं तव्हांजी ॻाल्हि कोन पियो करियां, तव्हां डिजिटल लिटरेसी खां मथे स्किल्स वारे IT डिजिटल स्किल्स ते आहियो, जनरल IT स्किल्स ते, एडवांस्ड IT स्किल्स ते आहियो, तव्हां उन लेवल ते आहियो। छा उहे ट्रांजेक्शन यूज़ करे सघनि था? OTP जी उन्हनि खे ख़बर आहे? वन टाइम पासवर्ड जेके असां चऊं था, पिन कोड चऊं था असां, छा उन्हनि खे ख़बर आहे? छा उहे सम्झनि था? छा उन जी सिक्योरिटी जो अंदाज़ो आहे उन्हनि खे? छा उहे पैसा मोकिले ऐं घुराए सघनि था, रिसीव करे सघनि था? रिसीव करे वञी करे कैश वठी अचनि दुकान तां या कंहिंखे मोकिले करे दुकान तां वठी अचनि कैश, इहा सलाहियत अथनि? छा हू असां हाणे ड्राइवर को रखिजे थो, सभिनी खां पहिरीं ज़रूरत पवंदी पवे थो कि मोबाइल गूगल मैप हलाइणु अचे थो, कोन थो अचे। तमामु घणा चवंदा असांखे गूगल मैप हलाइणु कोन थो अचे। अॼुकल्ह जे दौर में जेके गूगल मैप हलाइणु कोन थो अचे त उहो मुश्किल आहे उन लाइ नौकिरी ड्राइवरी जी। छा हाणे नाउ डेज़ हिन में ऐड थी वियो आहे जनरेटिव AI, चैट GPT, डीप सीक, परप्लेक्सिटीज़, जेमिनाई, वॉट नॉट, ये सभु छा इहे इस्तेमालु करे सघनि था? सुठे तरीक़े सां इस्तेमालु करे सघनि था? त हे उहे शयूं आहिनि डिजिटल लिटरेसी जूं जंहिंजी हाणे वक़्त जी ज़रूरत आहे बाबा, वक़्त जी ज़रूरत आहे। इहे शयूं थींदियूं त पोइ असां डिजिटल एरा में खे एडॉप्ट करे सघंदासीं। इहे शयूं थींदियूं त जेके IT जा माण्हू स्टूडेंट्स ते वेठा आहिनि, उहे जेका का प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस ठाहींदा त उहो इस्तेमालु केरु कंदो? असांजा माण्हू इस्तेमालु कंदा न। असांजा माण्हू जिन खे इहे डिजिटल लिटरेसी न ईंदी त उहो कीअं इस्तेमालु कंदा? पोइ इस्तेमालु कंदा, पोइ इकोनॉमिक वायबिलिटी कोन थींदी उनजी, कंहिंखे इस्तेमालु कराईंदा? ज़रूरी आहे त असां हिन शइ खे तमामु घणो फैलायूं ऐं असां कोशिशि करियूं। तव्हां पंहिंजे घर में, हाणे हिन लाइ स्कूल जी ज़रूरत कोन्हे, तव्हां घर में वेही करे पंहिंजे घर इर्द गिर्द जेके 4-5 माण्हू आहिनि उन्हनि खे डिजिटल लिटरेट करे सघो था। हर कंहिं माण्हू जी ज़िम्मेदारी हुअणु घुरिजे त 10 माण्हू डिजिटल लिटरेट करे। मुंहुं हलायो अॼु खां, इहा ज़रूरत आहे असांजी। थोरो डेटा सिंध जे जो इंटरनेट जो डेटा असां वटि आहे कोन। ही डेटा पाकिस्तान जे डेटा खे ॾिसी उन खां पोइ सिंध जी पॉपुलेशन खे ॾिसी सिर्फ़ु एस्टिमेट कयो आहे, एक्चुअल कोन्हे, एस्टिमेशन आहे। पाकिस्तान जो डेटा जेको आहे, पाकिस्तान जो डेटा जेको आहे, इंटरनेट जा यूज़र्स घणा आहिनि? 111 मिलियन इंटरनेट जा यूज़र्स आहिनि पाकिस्तान में, राइट? 111 मिलियन, जंहिंमें 26% फीमेल आहिनि ऐं 74% मेल आहिनि। सिर्फ़ु फेसबुक जो डेटा पॉपुलेशन वाइज़ एस्टिमेट करे लॻायो आहे। तव्हांखे अंदाज़ो आहे त सॼी सिंध में तक़रीबन असां वटि घणा फेसबुक जा यूज़र्स आहिनि? 10 मिलियन, 10 लख सिंध में फेसबुक जा यूज़र्स, लॻे थो तमामु घणा आहिनि। यूट्यूब जा यूज़र्स घणा आहिनि? 16 मिलियन, 10 लख न, 1 करोड़ फेसबुक जा ऐं तक़रीबन 1.5 करोड़ यूट्यूब जा। इहे असांजा यूज़र्स आहिनि। फेसबुक जा घटि आहिनि, यूट्यूब जा वधीक आहिनि। 111 मिलियन यूज़र्स में पाकिस्तान जे में आहे। पाकिस्तान जी आबादी घणी आहे? 240 मिलियन तक़रीबन, राइट? सो इहे नंबर्स आहिनि। इन नंबर सां तव्हांखे अंदाज़ो थिए थो त तव्हां का शइ प्रोडक्ट ठाहींदा, का सर्विस ठाहींदा त उहे केतिरा माण्हू इस्तेमालु करे सघनि था। जेको माण्हू यूट्यूब करे ॾिसी सघे थो, इस्तेमालु करे सघे थो, व्हाट्सएप इस्तेमालु करे सघे थो, त तव्हांजी जेका का प्रोडक्ट हूंदी, किसान 360 जहिड़ी एप्लीकेशन या किसान 360 ठाहींदा त उहा इस्तेमालु करे सघंदा। छो त हिकिड़ी शइ ठही त वञे थी, उनखे इस्तेमालु करण वारा त हुजनि न, उनखे लाइक त करियो न इस्तेमालु करण जी। डिजिटल लिटरेसी असांखे हेल्थ में, असांखे एजुकेशन में, फाइनेंस में, एग्रीकल्चर में, कंहिं ॻोठ में को बीमार थिए थो त परेशान थी थो वञे, हाणे केॾांहुं वञा? पर जेकॾहिं वटि स्मार्ट फ़ोन आहे ऐं स्मार्ट फ़ोन जे ज़रिए उनखे सुठी इंफॉर्मेशन मिली सघे थी त पहिरीं फर्स्ट लेवल इंफॉर्मेशन हेल्थ जी उनखे हुते मिली वेंदी, सहूलियत थी वेंदी, ख़बर पइजी वेंदी केॾांहुं वञा, कहिड़ी जाइ ते वञा, केॾी महिल वञा, पैसा केतिरा लॻंदा, सभु ख़बर पइजी वेंदी। बेसिक शइ आहे, सभु ख़बर पइजी वेंदी। इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए घुर्जे न बाबा ऐं तमामु घणी ॿियूं अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ कुछ शागिर्द असांजा वधी विया आहिनि हाणे उहा एक्टिविटी कयूं था असां हिन ते पोइ था अचूं मूंखे सिर्फ़ु 5 मिंट ॾियो पंहिंजो मोबाइल पंहिंजे हथ में रखो ऐं menti.com menti.com उन साइट ते वञो सर आप सबसे गुजारिश है open up your mobiles and go to menti.com good good answer to you not sure available but slow reliable and fast available but slow ओहो घणा आंसर अची विया आहिनि गुड 13 14 15 नाइस 11 see now to have a feeling of this number it's a very small sample न तो सैंपल आहे पर तव्हांखे रियल टाइम नंबर्स नज़र था अचनि इंपॉर्टेंस फील करियो हुन डेटा जी थोरो डेटा हिकिड़ो सवाल आहे रियल टाइम में तव्हांखे फीलर पियो अचे ॾिसो रियल टाइम में फीलर पियो अचे यू आर फीलिंग गुड दिस रेड डाउन थम्स डाउन आई डोंट नो व्हाई हु सेज सो दिस थम्स डाउन या कीप इट अप I would love to know why is thumbs down leave the comments okay 52 53 54 55 55 माण्हुनि हेसि ताईं कयो आहे आई थॉट कि शायदि 300 400 हूंदा माण्हू एनीवेज़ सो मेजॉरिटी यू सी द इंटरनेट अवेलेबिलिटी या उन एतिरो स्लो आहे बिना इंटरनेट जे बिना इन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जे असां डिजिटल सर्विसिस कीअं प्रोवाइड कंदासीं असांजे इंटरनेट जी सर्विसिस जेके आहिनि उहे सुठियूं हुअणु घुरिजनि सर्विसिस जेसि ताईं इंटरनेट सुठो न हूंदो तेसि ताईं हुन ते सर्विसिस सुठियूं कोन हूंदियूं ऐं दिस इज़ दी राइट हियर दी एविडेंस हिकिड़ो नंढिड़ो सैंपल आहे इहो मेजॉरिटी इज़ पिंक इंटरनेट इज़ अवेलेबल बट स्लो एंड अनरिलायबल द मेजॉरिटी सेज सो ॾिसो था All right, 74, okay. So, हाणे असां हिकिड़े ॿिए हुन ते मूव था करियूं एक्टिविटी ते All right. Now, वो कहिड़ो पहिरियों लफ़्ज़ आहे जेको तव्हांजे ज़हन में अचे थो when you think about the challenges faced by the farmers lack of information kone no one sales internet slow awareness kone sales crop price lack of machinery electricity issue crop price literacy kone okay keep up 24 responses itra manu weta 24 responses see the level of this interactive session is there and we have just got 43 responses we should get all the responses available here 100% responses over here almost 100% sitting here 100+% 53 55 internet slow awareness I don't know somebody says I don't know good lack of knowledge policy making get a scholarship अच्छा scholarship घुर्जनि nice. All right. Less water availability. You see, this is again the data. So this is the power of data. You have a feeler. You get the feeler. It's not your own opinion. It's not your own opinion. Preconceived notions 9. It is your thought. It is thought of this hall. Right? All right. So मसलो इहो ई आहे. प्रॉब्लम खे आइडेंटिफाई करण ऐं उनखे पोइ लिखण डिफाइन करण चङी तरह. मसलो ई प्रॉब्लम डिफाइन करण ई वॾो प्रॉब्लम आहे. प्रॉब्लम खे सम्झो. इंटरनेशनल जेके तव्हां प्रॉब्लम्स पढ़ो था, रिपोर्ट्स पढ़ो था, इश्यूज़ पढ़ो था, ॿियनि जूं रिपोर्ट्स पढ़ो था, उहो ठीकु आहे. तव्हांखे पर्सपेक्टिव थिए थो. पर एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम जंहिंजो सॉल्व करण वञो था उनजो प्रॉब्लम सम्झो. Pay attention to what users feel, what they do, listen them, their requirements. I don't know त तव्हां मां घणा ॿार जेके आहिनि विया हूंदा, माहिरनि सां वञी वेठा हूंदा, उन सां उनजो मसइलो सम्झंदा हूंदा चङी तरह ऐं उनखे पोइ लिखंदा हूंदा, उनखे डिफाइन कंदा हूंदा त जीअं उन ते कमु करे सघिजे ऐं सोचींदा हूंदा त किथे पहुचणो आहे. सवाल प्रॉब्लम खे सम्झणु, किथे पहुचणो आहे, डेस्टिनेशन जो खे कंफर्म करणु किथे पहुचणो आहे, पोइ सोल्यूशन उन लाइ उन ते पहुचण जो तरीक़ेकार छा हूंदो सोल्यूशन, पोइ उनजो सोल्यूशन. 2 शयूं पहिरीं ज़रूरी आहिनि ऐं सभ खां पहिरीं प्रॉब्लम. सो ऐं प्रॉब्लम असां सां 2 आहिनि. असांखे उहो हारी जंहिंजी 12 एकड़ या उन खां घटि ज़मीन आहे उनखे बि ॾिसणो आहे ऐं उहो हारी जंहिंजी 2000 एकड़ आहे या 500 एकड़ आहे या 600 एकड़ ज़मीन उनखे बि ॾिसणो आहे, उन ज़मीनदार खे बि ॾिसणो आहे. ऐं उहो ज़मीनदार अॼुकल्ह घणो करे पढ़ियलु लिखियलु आहे. अच्छा मुंहिंजा ठहियल न आहिनि, चैट GPT जा ठहियल आहिनि, राति ठाराया अथऊं Prion.com तां. राइट. सो बाबा इहा शइ तमामु इम्पॉर्टेंट आहे. इहो वॾो प्रॉब्लम आहे जेको मूं सम्झियो आहे त यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में सोचो था न जॾहिं त पहिरीं उन माण्हुनि सां मिलो जंहिं प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करण था वञो. इहो इलाही ज़रूरी आहे. पोइ तव्हांखे डेटा मिलंदो, पोइ तव्हांखे इर्द गिर्द जूं ॿियूं शयूं मिलंदियूं. यू हैव टू डू इट. Will this data serve? जेकॾहिं केरु चए थो त यील्ड असांजे रीजन में ऐं पाड़े वारे राजस्थान में रीजन में यील्ड में वॾो फ़र्क़ु आहे. हिते एकड़ में 40 मण थिए थो त हुते एकड़ में 55-60 मण थिए थो. त छा इहा ॻाल्हि सही आहे? छा असां वटि डेटा आहे? इहा डेटा मिलण खां पोइ छा फ़ाइदो थींदो? स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑन इट. स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑन इट. चवंदा ॿिज जेको आहे असांखे 2 नंबर ॿिज थो मिले. इस्तेमालु या त 2 नंबर कनि था या वरी 1 नंबर ॿुधाए करे 2 नंबर बि था ॾियनि. इनपुट सही न आहे. इनपुट सही न आहे. छा इहा ॻाल्हि सही आहे या रुॻो ईअं ॿुधल ॻाल्हि आहे? केतिरे % सही आहे? छा तव्हां कॾहिं को सर्वे कयो आहे, को डेटा कलेक्ट कयो आहे हिन ते? आई डोंट नो, कयो हूंदो तव्हां यकीनन. पर अहिड़े क़िस्म जी ॻाल्हि मक़सदु चवण जो हुयो त हिन ते सोचियो. न्यू एग्रीकल्चर टेक्नोलॉजीज़ चवनि था जेकॾहिं एडॉप्ट कंदासीं त उनजे जो ओवरऑल कॉस्ट जेका आहे वधी वेंदी. ड्रिप इरिगेशन कोन था करे सघूं, पैसा वधी वेंदा. सेंसर कोन था लॻाए सघूं, पैसा वधी वेंदा, कॉस्ट वधी वेंदी. एतिरो फ़ाइदो बि कोन्हे. जो आउटपुट जेका आहे सां करस्पॉन्डिंगली घटि थींदी. इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम आहे. केतिरो प्रॉब्लम आहे भाई. जेके कनि था उहे कीअं ख़ुशि आहिनि. हे डॉक्टर साहब वेठो आहे, डॉक्टर साहब फैसलाबाद यूनिवर्सिटी खां आयल आहे. चए थो त जेके जिन एडॉप्ट कई आहे टेक्नोलॉजी दे आर हैप्पी. पर असां वटि जेको परसेप्शन आहे उहा त इहा ई आहे त न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज़ यूज़ करियो त कॉस्ट वधी वेंदी ऐं असां कोन करे पहुची कोन सघंदासीं. इन करे यूज़ कोन था करियूं, एडॉप्ट कोन था करियूं. 20 साल खां टेक्नोलॉजीज़ आहिनि, एडॉप्ट कोन कयूं आहिनि. कीअं एडॉप्ट कंदा? जेसिताईं तव्हां उहे जेके सक्सेस स्टोरीज़ आहिनि उन जो डेटा कलेक्ट कोन कंदा ऐं ॿुधाईंदा कोन पाण खे, पाण सम्झंदा कोन हिनखे. तमामु घणा सर्विसिस ठाहियूं. यू कैन स्टार्ट विद द फार्म एज़ अ सर्विस. तव्हां ख़बर न क्लाउड ते हाणे तव्हां हर शइ तव्हांजी सर्विसिस जेके आहिनि क्लाउड ते रखियल आहिनि. सर्विसिस ठाहियो. स्टार्ट मेकिंग स्मॉल सर्विसिस. एंड टू एंड फार्म मैनेजमेंट, क्रॉप मॉनिटरिंग सर्विसिस. नंढड़ी सर्विस हुजे हिकिड़ी क्रॉप मॉनिटरिंग जी, तव्हां पाण ठाहियो ऐं पोइ लखनि में न विकिणो, पे एज़ यू गो जे मॉडल ते विकिणो. सॉइल हेल्थ एनालिसिस सर्विस, नंढी सर्विस ठाहियो. उहो विकिणो, सस्ती करे विकिणो, अफोर्डेबिलिटी जे हिसाब सां विकिणो, ऐं वॉल्यूम वधंदो, छो त माण्हू इस्तेमालु कंदा उनखे फ़ाइदो थींदो, उहो पोइ माण्हुनि खे ॿुधायो। त जेसिताईं इहो सॼो साइकिल तव्हां कंप्लीट बाबा कोन कंदो न डेटा जे पर्सपेक्टिव में, ऐं हिन नई शयुनि खे एडॉप्टेबिलिटी जे पर्सपेक्टिव में, उनजी इकोनॉमिक वायबिलिटी जे पर्सपेक्टिव में शयूं कोन हली सघंदियूं। तव्हांखे सम्झणु घुरिजे इहा शइ। मार्केट एक्सेस प्लेटफॉर्म, इहे काफ़ी माण्हुनि टूल्स ठाहिया पर उहे न हलिया। इन करे न हलिया, डिजिटल लिटरेसी, इंटरनेट एक्सेसिबिलिटी, ऐं पोइ उन्हनि माण्हुनि खे ॾिसी करे, उन्हनि जे प्रॉब्लम्स खे ॾिसी करे उहे प्रॉब्लम्स शयूं कोन ठाहियूं। बसि उन्हनि चयो त असांजो फाइनल ईयर प्रोजेक्ट आहे या का नई शइ ठाहिणी आहे, बिस्मिल्लाह करे बसि ठाहे छॾियो। जेसि ताईं प्रॉब्लम खे चङी तरह डिफाइन कोन कंदा, इहे शयूं बहितर कोन थींदियूं। हिकिड़ी वेबसाइट आहे टॉप 15 डिजिटल एग्रीकल्चर एप्स आहिनि जंहिं ते, प्लीज़ हुनखे एक्सप्लोर करियो, हुनखे एक्सप्लोर करियो, सम्झो, ॾिसो हुननि खे। तव्हां मां काफ़ी ॾिठी हूंदी। जेके लोकल एप्स आहिनि उन्हनि खे एक्सप्लोर करियो, यूज़ करियो। मूंखे उमेदु आहे तव्हां किसान 360 खे एक्सप्लोर कंदा, यूज़ कंदा चङी तरह। वेबसाइट आहे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ सिंध जो एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट, उनजो हिकिड़ो ICT विंग आहे। उन ICT विंग ते काफ़ी शयूं पियूं आहिनि। हाणे मसइलो इहो आहे, काफ़ी शयूं त पियूं आहिनि, पर छा तव्हां मां ओके ॿुधायो त हिते हिकिड़ी ऐप पई आहे, तव्हां मां घणनि माण्हुनि हुन ऐप खे इस्तेमालु करण जी कोशिशि कई? रेज़ योर हैंड्स। सी नन, zero. It's a government of Sindh website, it's a government of Sindh initiative, lots of money spent on this, nobody has used it. Very unfortunate. हिन ते हिकिड़ो फार्मर्स हेल्पलाइन नंबर आहे, कुंड ते तव्हां ॾिसो हूंदो, फार्मर्स हेल्पलाइन नंबर लिखियलु आहे, येलो में मूं लिखियो आहे हिकिड़ो, डिलाइटेड टू नो दैट फार्मर्स हेल्पलाइन एंड फील्ड असिस्टेंट्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिव एंड हेल्पफुल। तव्हांखे ख़बर आहे हिन नंबर ते फ़ोन कंदो न, हींअर ॿाहिरि निकिरी करे हुन नंबर ते फ़ोन कजो, मोबाइल नंबर आहे, उन नंबर ते फ़ोन कजो, उन नंबर तां गवर्नमेंट ऑफ सिंध जो हिकिड़ो माण्हू तव्हांखे रिस्पॉन्ड कंदो, सुठे तरीक़े सां रिस्पॉन्ड कंदो। उहो पोइ चवंदो त ठीकु आहे, उहो का अहिड़ी इंफॉर्मेशन हूंदी जेका हू ॿुधाए सघंदो, न त ॿुधाईंदो त तव्हांखे जेकॾहिं ज़मीन विज़िट कराइणी आहे त असांजो लोकल इलाइक़े जो माण्हू जेको आहे उहो हुते ईंदो, तव्हां हुनजो नंबर बि हिन वेबसाइट ते मौजूदु आहे, एक्सप्लोर करियो हिन वेबसाइट खे, हिन वेबसाइट ते मौजूदु आहे नंबर, उनखे फ़ोन करियो, उहो तव्हांखे रिस्पॉन्ड कंदो। ऐं थिए बि थो, मूं चेक कयो, मूं सिर्फ़ु रैंडमली मूं चेक कयो त मूंखे इहा ख़बर पई, अलाह कंदो ईअं ई हूंदो ॿियनि सां बि, राइट? सो बाबा स्टार्ट यूज़िंग द टेक्नोलॉजी, स्टार्ट यूज़िंग द अवेलेबल रिसोर्सिस। उन्हनि में मसला आहिनि त उहे मसला ॿुधायो, त जीअं उहे मसला रिज़ॉल्व थियनि, शयूं ठीकु थियनि। चुप करे वेही रहंदासीं, आसरो भले वेंदासीं त पोइ कमु कोन थींदा। नेशनल वेदर फोरकास्ट वेबसाइट आहे पाकिस्तान जी, वेदर फोरकास्ट लाइ साईं तव्हांखे ॿुधाया त गूगल जा ऐं पंहिंजो इंटरनेशनल तव्हांजो रिसोर्सिस तमामु घणा मौजूदु आहिनि, पर लोकलाइज़्ड स्पेशलाइज़्ड सोर्सिस जा असांजा जो शयूं अवेलेबल आहिनि, थियनि थियूं, माण्हू इंट्रस्ट कोन था वठनि, इस्तेमालु कोन था कनि, पोइ जेके ठाहिण वारा आहिनि उहे चुप करे था वेही रहनि। एक्सप्लोर करियो, अहिड़ी तमामु घणियूं ॿियूं साइट्स आहिनि। इहा रिपोर्ट आहे, सिंध ब्यूरो ऑफ स्टेटिस्टिक्स जी रिपोर्ट आहे हिकिड़ी, छा आहे? सिंध एग्रीकल्चर स्टेटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट ऑफ क्रॉप्स एस्टिमेट्स एंड एग्रीकल्चर इनपुट्स, 25 पेजेस जी रिपोर्ट आहे इहा, 2020 जी आहे। कंहिं हुनखे चयो आहे, तव्हां को लेटर लिखियो आहे, तव्हां ईमेल कई आहे, तव्हां को मैसेज कयो आहे, तव्हां कॉल कई आहे उन्हनि खे त साईं हाणे 2024 जी बि ॾियो, या कंहिं पढ़ी आहे हिनखे? अहिड़े तरीक़े सां ॿिया बि कुझु इदारा आहिनि जिन अहिड़ी सुठी सुठी रिपोर्ट्स ॾिनियूं आहिनि। असां सभिनी खे डिजिटल मीडिया यूज़ करणु घुरिजे। आई एम हैप्पी टू सम एक्सटेंट, जेके तव्हां पोयां ॾिसो त असांजो हॉल थोरो भरियो आहे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। डिजिटल मीडिया जे पावर खे सम्झो ऐं हुनखे इस्तेमालु करियो। पंहिंजी ॻाल्हि कोशिशि करण जी देरि आहे। जीअं हींअर थोरी तव्हां कोशिशि कई त थोरो कमु थी वियो, थोरी अञा वधीक कोशिशि कयो आहे त सॼो हाल भरिजी वञे, मथे भरिजी वञे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much, sir. We warmly welcome our distinguished keynote speaker, Mr. Farid Gori from Haisha, Professor Dr. Imtiaz Ali Brohi from GCU Hyderabad, Professor Dr. Pardeep Kumar from Quist Nawabshah. Sir, welcome in this international conference, and after this session, they will give the keynote talk. Now it's time to welcome our worthy Vice Chancellor. So I would like to request you to please put your hands together to welcome our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Altaf Ali Sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our honorable guest Ayaz Ahmad Okeli, Professor Asadullah Shah from Malaysia, Dr. Noor Zamani from Iran, Professor Dr. Saqib Ali from Faisalabad, and other delegates coming from different cities of Pakistan as well as from foreign countries, deans of faculties of Sindh University, various faculty members, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. A very welcome to you all at Sindh University. It is both honor and privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the opening session of the two-day international conference on data-driven social change, which is organized by Information Technology Center of Sindh University. This conference is a testament to our collective commitment to leveraging technology and data for the betterment of the society. In today's rapidly evolving world, data has emerged as one of the most powerful tools for driving social change. From healthcare and education to agriculture and governance, data-driven insights are transforming the way we address complex social challenges. As an institution dedicated to agricultural sciences and technological innovation, Sindh Agriculture University Tandojan recognizes the critical role that data plays in shaping the sustainable and our time. At Sindh Agricultural University Tandojan, we have always believed in the power of collaboration and interdisciplinary research. The Information Technology Center, in partnership with IEEE, has taken a commendable step in organizing this conference to foster dialogue, share knowledge, and inspire innovation solutions. I am confident that the discussions and presentations over the next sessions will lead to actionable insights and pave the way for data-driven initiatives that can bring about positive social change. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and participants from making this event possible. This is the age we are living where information technology has entered in every aspect of the life. Since the beginning, agriculture was labor intensive. Then we saw in 60s a green revolution, and now in Pakistan we are at the precision agriculture. Still we are 2 steps behind because we have not adapted. There is no integration or very low integration of information technology into agriculture. The world has gone the application of robotics in agriculture, but we are now at the stage of still at precision agriculture, still AI application, and 2 stages we are lagging behind. So that's the role of our graduates, our IT professionals, how they integrated IT into agriculture to enhance the crop productivity, agricultural yield with application of low water aspects. Your presence here today reflects your commitment to using technology and data tools for social change. I also want to acknowledge the efforts of the faculty, researchers, and students who have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this conference. As we embark this journey of exploration and discovery, let us remember that the true measure of success lies in the impact we create. Let us strive to use the data not just as a resource, but as a force for goodness that empowers communities, bridges gaps, and drives sustainable development. Once again, I welcome you all to Sindh Agriculture University, Tandojam, to this prestigious conference. I wish you all a productive and inspiring inspiring sessions ahead. Together we can shape a better future. Thank you, and may this conference be a resounding success. May Allah bless you all. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Altaf Ali Shalsa, for this remarkable speech. And now it's time to give the cultural gifts to our distinguished keynote speakers and others. So I would like to request worthy Vice Chancellor to please come on in front of this to decorate the cultural gifts and the shields. Also, I request Professor Dr. Ejaz Ali Khwaro Saab to please come. Also, Professor Dr. Mir Sajad Hussain Talpur to please come to decorate the. First, I would like to request Mr. Farid Gori from Industry, Haisha, to please come on the stage and get the cultural gift and the shield. Please. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Ms. Zonaj Vadaj to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield. Thank you, madam. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Imtiaz Ali Brohi to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from worthy Vice Chancellor. He is working in GCU Hyderabad. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Saqib Ali. He came from Faisalabad to get the Ajrat shield. Next is Professor Dr. Pradeep Kumar, who came from Nawabshah. I would like to request him to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield. Thank you, set kara. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Yasir Arfat Malkani Saab to please come and get the cultural gift and shield. Professor Dr. Noor Zama Janji Saab is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Next, Professor Dr. Asadullah Shah is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Dr. Iman Zamani from Shahid University, Tehran, Iran is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Change kewa ma thodo. Next, Dr. Muhammad Hussain is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to request Engineer Mansoor Rizvi Saab to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Next, Dr. Zulfikar Ahmad Mahar is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from Worthy Vice Chancellor. Sign the token of appreciation. Next, Professor Dr. Mukhtar Memon Saab is requested to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from worthy Vice Chancellor. मुख्य सिर्फ announcement पाबंदी. Next, कनिए साईं मीर सजाद. Next, I would like, before announcing the name, I will request you to please put your hands together because this event is because of his efforts. Professor Dr. Mir Sajad Hussain Talpur to please decorate cultural gift and the Next, sir, because of you, I think this cannot be happen. So I would like to request Professor Dr. Ajaz Ali Faro Saab to please collect cultural gift and the shield from worthy Vice Chancellor.
Now I would like to request Dr. Yaku Kundar to come on stage and receive his souvenirs. Please welcome Dr. Yaku Kundar.
Now I would like to request our chief guest, Mr. Ayaz Ahmad Ukeli Saab, to please come and get the cultural gift and the shield from the worthy Vice Chancellor. Professor Dr. Manzoor Ali Abro Saab is requested to please come and get the cultural gift. Please put your hands together to welcome Dean Faculty FCPT. Please, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Mir Sajad Hussain Talpur along with Professor Dr. Ajaz Ali Faro Saab to decorate cultural gift and the shield to our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Altaf Ali Syal Saab. Please put your hands together. Thank you very much, sir. This international conference is just it's just not like a T20 or one-day game. Before this, we have to manage so many things. So I would like to thank all the organizing committee members, media, and others who have supported us. Thank you very much. And now I would like to request all the keynote speakers and others to join here for the group photo. Please come here. And before leaving, I would like to recite. Before leaving, Shah Saab jo hikdo sher, the Sai Sadai करी मथे सिंध सुकार, दोस्त मिठा दिलदार, आलम सब आबाद करी. Thank you very much. Have a good session. Now it's time for the lunch, and after the lunch we have the parallel sessions where we will listen our authors. All distinguished keynote speakers and others are requested to please come here for the group photo. हाँ सर तेरा खूब खड़ा हूँ दादा अच्छा था